If you're still preparing for the HSK1 as usual, you might want to take a beat, because the HSK has changed a lot. In 2026, HSK 3.0 officially lands, and the number of words, the grammar, and even the way you start learning to speak Chinese are no longer the same. Today, I'm going to explain exactly what's changed in HSK1 and how to prepare for it. The first thing you need to know is that the number of words you ultimately need to learn for HSK1 3.0 is a grand total of 300. This is a far cry from the 150 words you were supposed to know for HSK version 2.0, but also not quite the 500 they initially announced in 2021. Let's take a look at the most significant changes in the new vocabulary. To begin with, you'll learn new separable verbs like 看病 to go to the doctor and 生病 to fall ill. The following words have been removed from HSK1: 北京小姐后面 and 前面. In general, you'll find many new useful everyday words. For example, 超市 supermarket, 车 car, 到 arrive, 要 want, 手机 mobile phone, 火车 train, 觉得 think, 可以干 找 search, and 没事 never mind. First off, we love this. These new words give you the basic vocabulary you actually need to get by in China right from the HSK1, something that until now was not really introduced until the more advanced levels. I'll put a link in the description so you can download the new HSK1 2026 word list with example sentences. New interrogative pronouns such as 哪里 where and 哪些 which ones have been introduced, along with their demonstrative counterparts 那里 there and 那些 those, plus others like 有的 certain and 有些 some. Some adverbs that previously didn't appear until HSK2 have now been introduced at level 1, such as 真 really, 有一点儿 a bit, and 在 again. One notable change is that even at this beginner level, you can now create more complex sentences using adverbs such as 也 also and 还 in addition still. Finally, you'll learn how to use the modal particle 把, which is widely used in Chinese and will make you sound much more fluent. Before I show you what the new exam looks like, let's explore another major change in the new HSK 3.0 2026. It now specifies which characters you must be able to recognize versus which ones you must be able to write at each level. In HSK1, you'll need to know how to write around 90 characters. But don't worry, they all have relatively few strokes and are quite simple. You also won't need to know how to write them for the exam, which brings me nicely onto my next point. What is the new HSK1 version 3.0 exam like? Fortunately, there are no major changes to the exam structure compared with version 2.0. There are 40 questions, 40 minutes, 4 sections in the listening section, and 4 in the reading section. That said, if we take a look at the questions, we can spot a few differences. In both listening sections, we start by listening to 5 short sentences and matching them to an image. However, in the new HSK, the following section involves listening to 5 simple questions and selecting the corresponding answer for each. The other 2 parts remain the same, matching images with short dialogues and listening to dialogues and answering a multiple choice questions with 3 options. In the new HSK 3.0, the true-false sections with images is no more. It has instead been replaced with a comprehension question. You're given a sentence, ask a question about it, and have to select the correct answer from 3 options. The other sections remain the same, matching images with sentences, matching questions with answers, and filling in the blanks. As you can see, the biggest difference between the new HSK1 and the old one isn't so much in the structure, but rather in the grammar and the number of words you need to learn per level. At Chinesimple, we see this as very positive and necessary changes. The new HSK 3.0 allows for better expression and comprehension of the language from the very beginning, helping you communicate in Chinese much sooner. A quick reminder that the new HSK 3.0 is scheduled to be implemented for the second half of 2026. In our Chinesimple app, we are already updating the vocabulary and creating a personalized HSK1 3.0 course. This will be your step-by-step guide to help prepare for your new official exam. If you would like to download the sample exams, vocabulary lists, grammar guides, or character lists, visit our blog. I'll drop the link in the description. Follow us to stay up to date with all the latest news about the new HSK. 再见!